So you saw yourself on TV. What did you think? Tell me about what you thought when you were watching that show and seeing yourself and the hair kung fu that you were doing so fast and all that. Did we capture it? Did we do good?
Yeah, no, it was pretty cool. I mean, I knew I was gonna be offered because it was something definitely different and new to me. Being, in front of the camera, of course, I was nervous the whole time, but it
Yeah.
was cool. Yourself doing your stuff, and I couldn't wait to see myself in action, honestly. So,
Yeah.
yeah, but you guys caught it pretty well, and yeah, I liked it. It was a good show.
Did you have a view party? Did you guys have a little get together for everybody to view?
See, the thing is, I don't have cable here, and a lot of us don't.
Right. I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
but
lesson we learned.
but yeah, no, but I play it in my shop now. All the
Oh,
show, yeah, on TV, so they can watch it at the shampoo bowl. So
awesome.
that thing, yeah.
What do the clients think when they see you on that
What
show?
they love, very excited to watch it. I tell them I'm on it. Yeah, they're very excited to see me go, and they know how I work and everything because I usually when I'm at the salon, I'm always kind of like that,
Yeah.
running at least for people. So they're like, I tell them, just watch me go kind of crazy, and they're like, oh, okay, your normal self.
Now, how did you, it was your first time on camera. You're shy, but you're not shy. You know what I'm saying? Like in the salon, you're on it, but in maybe with new people or new experiences, I know you're a little bit shy.
I'm definitely
So how oh, I'm sorry. How did you
yeah, more
feel?
so yeah, it was interesting being able to talk in front of a bunch of strangers. But really, that's you, man.
Yeah, well, we knew each other, whatever. But I mean, but was it weird? Did you like feel the other people around you? Did the camera trip you out? Tell us about your experience a little bit.
Um, Honestly, so I did not know what to expect at all when you asked me to go. But I knew one thing is that if I'm gonna go all that way, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna do my best, right? So, I can tell you the truth. When I was doing what I was doing, I didn't pay attention to anybody that was around me. I didn't know what anyone else was doing, to be honest. I didn't even really look over. I was just focused on what I needed to do, and I timed myself, and I knew what I needed to do. I think that's what it is because I like to everything I do. I time myself, and I make sure I'm on that point um, when I was doing it. So yeah, so it was definitely different. Having a camera in front of me, it wasn't that bad. I mean, he was cool. I didn't pay attention to him too when he was around, and I mean, once in a while, like if I know he's filming something, I try to make it kind of cool
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, yeah. But other than that, exactly. It was, just the talking part was hard, man.
Yeah, I
You know.
know. I know. Well, we worked with you, right? We took it easy on you. Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, do you think that you were too ambitious? Like, do you think you tried to do too much at the
Um,
time?
Not really, because what I did is I try to prepare myself. So I did do test runs at the salon on my day off. And my one of my clients actually told me I told I was gonna be in a show. You know what he told me, which it made a lot of sense. He goes, "Oh, you need to practice, bro. It's like playing a sport. It's like playing basketball. You need to, know what you're doing and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Well, that makes a lot of sense. You don't just go and just assume that's what's gonna happen." So I already kind of planned everything out. I knew I kind of like, okay, this is what I got to put on. This is how much time I have, but this is what I want to create. So I think coming in with a game plan was is what it was. That's super important, especially when you're timed as well. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I think that's why a lot of people failed in the show. They
mm,
didn't do pre-shooting. They didn't know their lighting. They didn't
right,
practice their looks, and they kind of
right.
winged it. And how do you expect to win?
Yes, I mean, as artists, when we go in and there's a client that comes in your chair and you just do what you do if you can. But then the thing is, yeah, you have to play even with the models too, right? You gotta make sure they come correct and stuff like that. I took a risk on the second one. I felt, but I knew I was gonna do such a big change, so I was like, okay, this would be pretty cool. I thought from being, that to this, it was completely opposite to me,
Hmm.
and was a little bit more difficult for me too as well. It's kind of find somebody in that side, not being around there in
Yeah,
Cali.
yeah,
Um, yeah, but then if I had to do it again, like I would definitely, yeah, I would. That is a smart move is to find at least somebody that's good modeling or something already, or
yeah. I
it will
think she
help
kind
out.
of pulled it out for you a little bit on the first round, because kind of she popped it. Like she just
Yeah,
like the camera.
yeah.
You,
So
you know.
outfit, I got my local designer to kind of like a local designer that was my client. I told her, you know what, could I'm gonna do this. You wanna get some dresses or whatever made or this and that, and she's like, oh yeah, cool, and just let me know what you need. We kind of go in with a little bit of that theme, that kind of Hawaii theme.
Yeah.
That's so. So yeah, it was a little prep. I think that is very very important to prep.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, that's what a lot of people didn't do. And I always was saying that it's theirs to lose. Like
right,
a lot of the people, they didn't win, they just didn't lose. You know what I'm saying? And you basically had a great model. She made the difference.
right.
You prepped.
That,
Yep. And you know what? The thing is that it could have gone, either way, but you just stayed focused. I think that was the key. You didn't lose your focus, huh?
I didn't know. Yeah, I went in there, knew exactly what I was gonna do. You know what I mean? That was game plan. I felt like that was my advantage because I know how to juggle my time because that's all I do. I had to make sure everybody's where they at what point are they at in the hair service if I'm gonna juggle that much clients to make sure it's not like won't take too long and I won't make them wait too long. They don't feel like they're waiting just because I'm running around if they're processing or this and that. So the only thing is that of course when you go into a different environment you don't know what's there. So like I usually have dryers, I have my own like accelerator,
Hmm.
stuff like that. So um but I knew, like if I didn't have anything, it just felt like if you were to do someone's hair in a backyard or something, like you don't have everything, you just gotta go and figure things out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But then, like there was moments where I felt I think I'm like, oh man, like yeah, of course, like, oh man, I'm like I did kind of too much or this is not the processing time is not right, right now or it's not going exactly kind of how I planned, of course, and then you kind of panic, but you just gotta change up your mind and say, okay, I'm gonna try to do this instead and go at it. So
Well, I remember a little bit of stress when you were working with that toner and the blend on the toner. And
right.
I don't know if it was coming out exactly how you planned, huh? And then the judges, what did you feel when the judges were criticizing that a little bit? How did you feel about that?
Uh, but it's hard to say, because then when it's processing and stuff like that, and I think it came out good after in the end,
No,
like you can
good.
see all, you know what I mean? But yeah, I liked it. I liked now honestly the blend came through pretty good after I blew dried and everything out and kind of it's kind
Yeah.
of softened up a little bit too as well. Um, yeah. So because I messed with that toner, that was my favorite color. That blush tone is my
Yeah.
favorite, man.
It's
I
fun.
think yeah. So it came out great. That one, the first round, that one came out just to me, what I envisioned for the most part came out pretty what I wanted to come
Yeah.
out.
And what about on the cut? I know that the judges were kind of, they said this, that, and the
Uh,
other about the balance, and but then they said, but I couldn't have done that in the same amount of time.
right, right.
When you watch it again, did you realize they said that? Like when you were in the judging, you didn't hear any of that, huh?
No, well, see, I mean, I respect the judge's decision. Of course, I listened to it and I heard Hector, and yeah, it's that's a hard one too. I mean, like it's not a visual thing because I'm such a visual guy.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't have people checking my work all the time. So I mean, right? So I
Mhm.
mean, I know he's a good cutter because I know him. Like he's dope. Like I see his stuff all the time when he do the shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, his scissor skills are I respected that. I honestly and that amount of time because it does it can't tweak out on your cut
No.
easy. So yeah, I mean fair judgment.
Fair judgment. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. 'Cause sometimes it's hard, man, and
yeah,
it's like, and I felt like maybe not that time, but in the other shows, because you came back because you won, but
yeah,
it
yeah.
was pissing you off a little bit because they didn't see your vision because I saw you like you were well because I talked to you in between and I could see your face but on
Right,
that one it seemed like you were like just kind of in the mix. Just
Yeah, yeah,
freaking, you didn't care what anybody said that first round. It didn't really get
yeah,
to you. You were
yeah.
super focused. You know, you had a plan and you executed it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the key too, right? You listen to because you got that opportunity after the first judgment of what you can improve. And of course, you want to listen to the judges, see what you can do more,
Yeah.
and of course, do it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if mine was just kind of off a little bit on my haircut, I would totally go in and just kind of clean it
Yeah.
up, and it was easy. That's cool, you know. And then they're doing the judging, so of course you want to make sure that whatever they're kind of asking, you want to kind of try to do. So, but then and like that second round when came back or whatever, this and that, and I had to do that second one. I felt like I overdid it as far as the cutting goes because I felt like I needed to cut more because I added hair into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was thing to me. I like if it wasn't honest in a hair in the salon situation, I would have like removed that much because of that. But pressure, and then you just feel like you need to show more too as
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah. Did
To
you feel
keep.
like were you surprised, I should say, that you got so many shots in 10 minutes up in the photo session? Was that surprising that you killed it that hard?
For the what? It's a photo shoot.
For the photo, yeah, after you finished everything and then we went up, it was only
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a 10-minute shoot. Were you surprised how many good shots you got? I mean, I was surprised.
Yes, well, like I said, the first round, I mean, I didn't even know expect in the shoot, and I didn't know it was, I mean, worth a lot of points. So I'm just happy my model carried it out. We kind of, I think we came a kind of good pack in a team. So
Yeah.
me and like, I told her, I gave it a prep talk. I'm like, yo, you got to kill this one for me. And I mean, she's a shy because she doesn't do any of that stuff. You know what I mean? And she's like, all right, let's give me some good music and it was cool. Yeah, it was. I was surprised. It came out. It came through. It was beautiful. And
Yeah.
people that saw it, they said my model was really pretty. So yeah, I got lucky in her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just a
yeah, great.
fresh, like it's, how sometimes you see a picture and it's like, it's good, but sometimes you see it and it kind of pops.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you hit some of those. You got some that really popped. I mean, when the light hit, everything popped. The dress popped. The makeup
Yes,
popped. The hair popped.
exactly.
Her angles popped. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, here you go. Here you go. You might have another trip coming back over here. That's what I was thinking.
That was cool though. But I honestly tell overall this whole experience was pretty wild. Like, I mean, for the first time you asked me, I'm like kind of iffy, but I'm like, I don't know, I don't know what to expect and everything. And after going through it, it's really cool and it's a great opportunity for it to do all this. It's definitely challenged me a lot. Like I didn't know I could pull through with any of that stuff. And but like I said, if I'm gonna go up there, I gotta make sure
Yeah.
that I gotta kill it. You know what I mean? I'll do 100% and just do my best as possible. But I think that too, with that idea, that mentality, I think that kind of carried me through the thing.
Well, how did you feel like on your first win? Because we got a few other things to talk about other shows, but on this one, how did it
Yeah,
feel with your first win? How did you feel?
I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, I didn't expect. I honestly did not expect anything. I just went up, Patrick, and I'm like, you guys are strong supporters of me. I'm like, I'm gonna come up and just do my thing, and I love the company. You guys are cool. So I just went up to just do my thing, just to be on it. And then I didn't expect to go forward because I'm like, oh, like I didn't know how much time it would take. But it's cool. It gives me a little vacation. So normally I wouldn't just go like that. So it was a busy year for me, going up and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean,
Well,
I
it was
didn't know.
cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was
Cool.
really cool that your sister was on your team too, which
Yeah,
she lives over here. People don't know that, but it was
yeah,
cool to have her, right?
yeah. That was really fun actually because I don't get to see my sister that much either, and and I'm glad she was able to do so. Like I that day when you told me that I'm gonna go up, whatever this, and I asked her, that definitely made me more comfortable too, having her there on my team. So that was really good, and having that team effort is really good. So yeah, she kind of prepped me too, kind of told me what I should do, and I took her advice here and there, and yeah, we worked really well together. Like she made sure that I was on point, and I needed whatever I needed. She kind of was there on the sidelines too, as well. She kind of
Yeah,
coached me.
she's
Oh
so
yeah,
awesome. She's an
yeah,
awesome woman. And she's a great hairdresser herself, and she did the makeup beautifully.
Yes,
You guys
yes,
have
yes.
a lot of talent in your family.
Dude. It was funny because she didn't even know she was gonna be on TV. So the first time she went on, she's like kind of mad. She's like, "Damn, you didn't even tell me my own makeup wasn't really done and her hair wasn't
I
done." I was
told
like,
her.
she was stressing out. It was the funniest thing ever, man.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah, I noticed she was dressed a lot cuter the second time.
yes, we went to the mall, man. We was looking for her. It took forever to find it funny.
That's awesome, man. So,
Yeah,
so she had a good experience too, I guess, right?
definitely. She definitely had a cool experience. She enjoyed it. Yeah, she was happy to be part of it and stuff. Enjoyed it.
So,
And,
yeah. So, did your family check it out and everything? What did they think?
yeah, yeah, everyone's super cool. They loved it. They thought it was the coolest thing. You know, my sister had people, so I think she saw it first for me. I just had my one of my assistants record it on her phone while on TV and sent it to me to watch it that way. But yeah, no, it's kind of surreal seeing yourself on TV
It
like
is.
that.
It is, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't expected it to be that big too, so I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't know what to expect. But that's cool that now, hopefully there's people that are gonna come in for the second challenge see all that too as well.
Yeah.
I had a few people actually DM me go, oh, so they don't know, they go, I think they're competing. They go, so how was any advice? I'm like, just gotta be well prepared and um,
Yeah.
remember the timing. So very important.
Yeah. What was in the thermos, buddy?
What? It,
I had to, right? I
yeah.
had to, right? That was just some magic Hawaiian juice, right?
Yes. Yeah. It was just
Yep.
coconut water. What are you talking
Yeah,
about? It's
coconut
coconut.
water. Yeah, you had to stay hydrated. I think that was what it was. Yeah. Good
Yeah.
for the nerves, right? Good for the nerves.
I like morning. Yeah.
Anyway, so okay, overall, I mean, you mentioned a little bit about advice you'd give to people if they were going to be in this situation like you were. What's the real straight shoot, man? What do you think? What's your advice if they're coming on the show or being in a competition like this?
Um. Yeah. I mean, first, make sure you get a model that's willing to do what you want to do. Like, so I had a model that I connected with for the third one, but she wasn't completely down with what I wanted to do. And that's, I think it's very important that they're open to your creativity because you don't want it to be limited to, especially when you're pressured like that. So that's important. So get a good model. Make sure you're prepared. Your timing is great. Just practice on your timing. I wrote notes and stuff down. I carried that with me when I went to the show. I kind of had a little paper, like how much I'm gonna mix and everything. I actually pre-mixed. I did sample. So I did a model. I did some mannequin heads. So I mixed my formulation to kind of what I wanted to do, and I wrote the ratios down. So I didn't have to second guess anything. So it's being really well prepared is so important. And bring that magic juice, man. You
Yeah,
need
the
some
magic juice, right?
kind of magic juice for yourself, something that kind of gets you comfortable and then just stay focused on what you need to do, and don't worry about else that's next to you. You know what I mean? They're gonna do what they're doing, and just do what you need to do to make sure you look what you want to.
And if you ever don't have a sink, you just go in the sink in the kitchen, right?
Ah, man, you see that one, yeah? I was like, I was pressed on time. I needed a wash. I needed it washed out. So I'm like, okay, dude, I need that 30 minutes in the end or whatever amount I have. So I had to get that thing washed out right away. I was gonna wait for it.
I don't blame you. So,
Cold
okay,
water.
so how would you rate your overall experience in not don't tell about all the shows, but in the first show, how would you
Yeah.
rate your overall like when you left, what was your overall experience in this very first show?
Um, Going back, it was fun. You know what I mean? In the end, it was stressful during. You know what I mean? There was definitely a lot of pressure because of the time. The time thing is definitely pressure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was exciting. I mean, I got to win it, so that was really cool. Like,
Well,
that's
there's
definitely
another since you like being on TV so much, Our new show is going to be a little different. We're not going to do the same show anymore. Our new show is Salon Challenge. And what it is that we're going to have it where the team comes in and you do 3 models and you actually show what your team can do. And it's not a competition. It's just a showcase. Because of
Oh, that's,
COVID and everything, we can't like bring all these different people in.
oh,
So
okay.
maybe something to think about in the future. You bring the team, and our studios and our camera will make a whole thing about what you can do with a whole day
Wow.
transforming 3 models. So and photo shoot and everything. So that's what we're doing. Got a lot of people interested in this. So it might be something to think of in the future.
That's gonna be
Yeah,
wild.
yeah, a little
Oh,
vacation for the salon. Bring your whole team. Have your sister
yeah,
meet you halfway. Bring some models and make some
yeah,
magic happen. Right? Could
yeah.
be. So something to think about. That's our new show.
Uh,
So overall, man, I really appreciate you coming out. I mean, you made a big effort and you won, as you should have. It was, it's not simple. It's you deserve the win. You deserve the win, and your model was part of it. Your sister
yeah.
was part of it. It was a team effort, man. Good job. I really appreciate that. All
Right
right.
on.
Can't
Yeah.
wait to see what we have in your next airing with your next situation.
Yeah. We have a